Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for our weekly forecast for all signs live at a new time. We're testing this morning timeline for international folks, but also just to see how it is. So, hi, Nancy. Thank you for being here. We've missed you. I know that you have been going through quite a lot, but sending you so much love. So this week, guys, we are using the Tarot Dissemble deck to see what our challenges are, but also how the universe is servicing us. This can be found in the description box in Amazon, along with the Housewives Tarot. This is a personal favorite. I love this catchy deck, and it was calling to me today, and I love it. It's like an old recipe box. They did such a good job with the packaging on here, but you can also still get this. It's still on print. Really good steal on Amazon as well. And I decided, because of the amount of energy that we are going through this week, and to kick off Virgo season. Yes, that's right. We're going into Virgo season here. We're going to be using the Ask Yourself Tarot for each individual sign today. So we're not going to have an oracle card for the overall energy. This is asking yourself a specific question for this week, and that will pertain to each individual sign. All right. A reminder too, guys, that this is, hello, Elle, welcome. Hello, Delilah. Welcome back. That I'm not just on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook, on Twitch. Say hello. Obviously, I won't be chatting with all of you during the Tarot Stories, but I absolutely chat with you during the shuffling and so forth. And I have my moderator here, Nancy, who will also welcome you on board. Want to also thank everybody for Friday's live that we had for All Signs on Love. The one who is thinking about you, massive new subscribers. So want to just welcome all of the new subscribers here who caught that Friday live. Appreciate you guys all for being there. And if you haven't caught it, make sure you go check it out, because the love readings are there. We also have a poll going on, and the poll is your chance to vote this week for Wednesday's All Signs. So if you haven't voted yet, go over to YouTube, go to the community tab area where you can put your vote in. Do you want it about finances and career? Do you want it to let the dice roll it and decide the topic there? So that will be love, career, higher self. We also could do mediumship tarot stories because yes, I'm not just a psychic, I'm also a medium. And then if we want to focus on love, I decided let's just do it for singles, for your next lover. No exes edition. This is new love. That's the one that's winning right now. But go ahead and put your vote in there over on YouTube, and I will be making a decision later this evening, and that will be scheduled out for Wednesday. All right, you guys, welcome. You ready? All right. So this week, like I said, we have Virgo season going on here. You know, one of the things to consider with Virgo, since we're officially stepping into the season here, that Virgo is all about detail oriented and clearing out the space. And this week, I feel this is the time to do so. We have the ability here to get ourselves back in structure. The season here is to remind us to be more simple, create more simplicity in our life, allow us to have more power and containment when it comes to order, but we don't have to make it so strict. And that's something here that I feel is coming up in this energy. From an astrology point of view, we do have Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. So that could be stirring up some responsibilities when it comes to, well, past consequences, karmic situations, where that comes in with individuals, places, decisions, all of that. So yes, we're still in it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad week. I just feel energetically we're still going through it. All right, you guys ready? Let's see where we are with our numbers. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters, spirit. Let's hone into the collective energy here for all our signs. What numbers do we need to look out for this week? What numbers do we need to look out for this week? Oh, this almost fell off the table. That's a message on its own. We have a 6 and a 2. But it comes to an 8. And again, this is about the checklist. I told you it's going to be a checklist week. This is a week here to get all of those things out and done with that we've been putting off. This would be the week to do it. And this is going to allow us to feel way more balanced. And I do feel like there's one in particular that's coming this week that's about to fall over. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're going to fall over in exhaustion. It feels more this energy here that whatever this 2 is representing, and 2s are all about balance, partnership, duality. There's something here about an equal give and take. And so I feel there's going to be a breath of fresh air for us this week when we get something done. Okay. Or we get something off our chest. Could be that too. Could be calling something out. Maybe calling someone out. All right, let's see how the universe here is supporting us this week. Remember, these cards will affect the reversals in each individual tarot story. Let's see how the universe is supporting us first. No reversals. Oh, I love it. The Magician. It's on the things that we create, that we're putting out there. That's how the universe is supporting us. But it's not just putting it out there and saying, okay, now do your magic, universe. We have to work with the universe to do this, right? We have to take the steps to get closer and closer to the integration of what we are asking for. Whether that is, I mean, it's a change version of you, because whatever you're looking to receive, whatever goal it is, you have to feel into how it would feel to have that already. So this would be a week here when we create those goals, or we look at the things that we're checking off our lists to show the appreciation and value. I got it. Thank you, Spirit. Of our own reflection. So this would be a week here to look at the mirror and appreciate how far you've come. And in doing that as of service, you are also getting closer to your higher self. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Let's see what the challenges are for this week. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate it. I know it's a new time. It's all good. 7 of Swords. Well, this is usually a card here. Sneakiness. Something being hidden. Being deceived. But these are all the parts. And I'm really honing in on the flag. Red flag. There may be things that come up this week where we miss the red flags. Now, could it be because we have our rose-colored glasses on? Could be. Or there's something here, and I'm really looking at here more this porcupine, where you may be in the presence of an individual here who is wearing a mask of some sort, of a boundary, but it could be passive aggressiveness. Okay. This person here is shielding something. So watch out for the individuals who may snap at you, who may have a secret agenda. Not everybody wishes you well. Okay. Put it that way, collective. All right. But everybody has their own agendas, but there's something here specifically where I feel that our challenge this week is we're not going to know what everybody's agendas are. And some individuals are being triggered by this. And that's going to play out differently in each slime. All right. Because we are moving into Virgo season, and happy birthday out there to the Virgos. We're going to start off with Virgo. Leo, you are at the end of the line now. We still love you. But you're at the end. And we're going to start with Virgo. How this works is you're going to want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You can cross watch, but reminder, this isn't always about love. These are general forecasts, so it's a little bit of everything. So it's about what's ahead. And no, I'm not a fortune teller. This is to showcase you different pathways so that you can use your intuition and have a heads up of what feels good to you, right? I'm more than just a tarot reader. I am also a very passionate spiritual mentor. So I'm here to reflect back to you the possibilities to use your own intuition. So reminder of that. All right, Virgo, here we go. Virgo. What question should you be asking yourself? Virgo, what question should you be asking yourself this week? No reversals. This is going on the top row. It will affect the reversals, though. Oh my gosh, you got the Magician again. What thoughts and actions are creating your reality? This is totally the collective message. All right. You have a huge possibility here to manifest this week, and you're being asked and challenged, Virgo. Challenge with the energy here of to pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts can create some outcomes. And there's not always, the outcomes don't always have to be positive. So just keep that in mind. You is to pay attention to where you are energetically. All right, let's see what your current feelings are for the week here, and then we'll see what the external influences are. Here we go. Reversals are now up. Seven of Wands. I just feel this energy for you this week. You may feel like you have a lot on your plate and you want to focus on a particular task or situation that you really have been pushing off. So you're getting defensive about it. I feel like there's not enough time to clean up. So there's this energy here. And look at this. We got a toilet here. Who wants to clean a toilet with a toothbrush? But there's this energy here of defensiveness here of irritability, of staying in your own lane and being constantly pulled in other directions. All right, let's see the external influences of why it's making you a little bit irritable this week. Everybody just wants a piece of Virgo this week. That's what it is. 3 of Cups, all right? And let me tell you, there's something about the company that you're keeping this week that it does feel very heavy. So I can understand how that could be a challenge for you this week to remain focused on the goal of what you actually want to achieve. All right. And again, feeling the energy, not everybody wishes you well. Not everybody does. And you have someone here who may be gossiping, starting stuff. Look at that. 4 of Cups here reversed. This is a whole big cup of I don't want it. These are the opportunities I don't want. This is not something here that makes me feel good. You might have other people giving you opinions on how to do stuff, how to share things, but it's overwhelming. And I feel this level here. There's one in particular thing that you emotionally feel drained for. And some of you guys, if this is the external influence here, it's not an individual. It could be your negative self-talk as well. So keep that in mind too, because I feel very overwhelmed. Let's see how you're responding to it. But this is here of like missing an opportunity because of exhaustion. Yeah, look at that, of exhaustion. And there you are on the mattress. Okay. We got the moon energy here with Pisces. Your response here is the fears of the unknown. Where is my future going to lie? I don't know if I have all of the answers this week, but there's something here where I feel that you don't have it all, but you're being very much hounded by maybe negative self-talk or individuals who everybody has an opinion. Everybody. 4 of Cups with the 3 of Cups is the 7 of Cups. It's like confusion, overwhelmed, feeling brain fog. But there's something here about needing to get rest, to put your intentions before you go to sleep. Because I feel like at night is when this starts all going through your head, which doesn't allow a good rest. So maybe switch it up so that you put some accomplishments of what you have gone through that particular day. That would be really helpful for you this week, Virgo. Yeah. Cutting something out that does not serve you anymore. Now, this may be going quiet on specific individuals this week, or not listening to the gossip, or not listening to those negative self-talks that you're hearing within your head. Some of you, it's external noise or external things around you. But the bigger opportunity, look at this. You got the 7 of Swords twice. Twice. Not everybody means well. And sometimes that negative talking has to be built on old belief systems. So you are really being challenged this week here, Virgo, that whatever, and I feel like you're going to realize it. You're going to know the red flag is that somebody here doesn't mean well. Trust your gut. All right. And if it's old stories that you're hearing within your head, trust your gut on there that there's a new way. There's a way here to look upon things differently. What final advice does Spirit have for you? And then we'll get to Auntie's message. Look at this, Temperance. Be patient. This is a week here to really stay grounded with the Sagittarius energy here. About being present. I also just feel it's really strong for you to be outdoors or grounded this week if you can. And if you can't be outdoors because of weather reasons or anything like that, try to bring it in the house, whether it's facing the window, looking outside, or putting on some ambience. I don't know. I like to do, just to give you like an idea, I like to put some ambience on through the TV, and I'll like look at a background of like a field with birds or something like that. So look up ambient sounds and put it on the TV, play in the background, get yourself into the mode of nature. Yeah, because with the 4 of Pentacles is this really strong thing of needing to be grounded, but not everything is put together this week. Okay. But you are replacing a new foundation. So this is a week here to clean up some stuff. Realize that irritability has to do with negative talk or negative, vibrations from others. And this is a week here for you to step in here. Okay. So there's just something here about creating that space for you. Virgo. The collective energy here, again, since we're going into that refinement of getting our checklist done and creating bigger shifts, I had asked Auntie to focus on that. And so Auntie says, your structure is your sanctuary. Build the day around the steadies so you can steady your breath, and you'll find I like this. You'll find magic in the smallest details. You'll find magic in the smallest details. I love that you got the Magician here twice. The Mirror mantra, which is what I have designed for each individual sign. This is part of Mastering the Mirror course that is becoming digital. Your Mirror mantra for this week, when you face the mirror, is, in my reflection, I see stability. I honor the details that hold me steady. All right. That's what we have for Virgo. We're going to move on to Libra next. Libra is up. I must took the collective cards down. I almost wiped it. Is it cooling off over there, Nancy? It's finally breaking here. It rained a lot yesterday. I was okay with it. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra, what's the question you should be asking yourself this week? The World. What is closing out for you now? What new cycle are you ready to start? I feel like you're checking something off your list too this week. Okay. The World is a really good card. It is bringing something full circle for you. It's the last card in the major arcana. So there's something where you're about to, this is a really good week for you to be focused on the new. Okay. But you got to close some areas here. We got Aquarius, we got Scorpio here, we got Taurus and Leo as well. Let's see what your current feelings are going into the week. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by these three. Good morning, Corbell. Welcome to our new time. 10 of Wands here. Yeah, I feel, listen, Libra, have you been cleaning house? I think Libra's a little bit ahead. Maybe some of you started before the fall cleaning here. It's like cleaning house. But there is something here in particular where I feel very overwhelmed. Maybe you're having a hard time shutting down or shutting off. I mean, this is a card here of feeling very burdened, but reverse here is like, I'm okay. I'm fine. Remember, we got the 7 of Swords here. So I feel like someone here is going, I'm fine with all this. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Are you? Are you, Libra? There's something in particular this week that is very heavy. But let's see what the external influences are. Oh, gosh. Queen of Swords. Ooh. This one's personal. This one's personal. This is a particular person. The external influence here is, who's this person? Who's this person? Okay. You need pruning. You got someone in your mind. You got someone around you that there's a little bit of passive aggressive energy. Maybe you are stating you're over someone. Could be that. Let's see what the integration is. I feel a little bit annoyed. Yeah. It was all fun and games until it wasn't. I feel like this is somebody that you're dealing with from your past, Libra. Now, I think the shift here this week is, you know, when you cut a rose and you put it inside, okay, you enjoy the appreciation of it for a while, but eventually it dies. It's not something here that stays, right? And I feel like, I just keep hearing the song, Every Rose Has Its Thorns. I feel like this week, you're finally admitting that something feels different in the space of someone not being there. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be, you know, a family member or something here where it doesn't necessarily feel good, but at the same time, you do miss the energies of when it was good. Lots of fives here. Do you see how there's a return? This is emptying in here and you're only getting the olive. I prefer the olives anyway. Out of a martini, I think I probably would fill it all with a whole thing of olives over the martini itself. But I feel like there's this energy here, Libra, where this week you are receiving something, but it may not necessarily, because I feel like it may not necessarily be, you're getting something back. Let's see what your response to this is. Ooh, the devil, Capricorn energy. There's like an obsessive energy here of getting over a specific person or event that happened between you and an individual. I feel this week is where your response here is how much time and effort you have been spending on the negative aspect of this. You're cleaning house. You're cleaning house. You really are, Libra. I feel it. It's a good week to do it. Look at this. All right. Here's the big opportunity here. Was that really making you happy anyways? Because I feel like you put all your time and effort into a specific situation, whether it was years, whether it was time, but it was about perfectionism here, where I feel you may have put somebody on a pedestal at one point, could have been Aquarius. But the bigger opportunity here is now creating the space of what it is to enjoy you. It wasn't good for you. Thank you, Spirit. Too much wasn't good for you. So there's something here where this person wasn't actually helping you grow in the way that you needed to. No. There you are. Bye. Six of Swords is the bigger opportunity here is an uncomfortable to realize that there was a toxic situation in your life. All right. You could have been dealing with a toxic, a relationship that just brought the toxicities into you. It wasn't healthy for you. You could have just gone separate ways. And it doesn't mean this person did something bad. It's just, it's outgrown. It's dead. The relationship is dead. It's not coming back. There's nothing to revive from it. All right. And that's something here where I feel that maybe you're just integrating. And look at this. There's three faces here of her. So I feel like this has to be about the past, the present, and now you're going into the variation of reborning you, the one who's moved on. I feel that maybe there is a part of you hoping that you could reconnect and have in this connection be realigned. But the problem is that there's this energy of not being aligned on either end. Okay. It was a finished cycle that you had not, you kept its course. You kept wanting to go more and more and more, but it was becoming unhealthy for you. It was healthy at one point, but you learned your lesson and it's time to move on. So this is a week here of processing the emotions, watching where you are putting your time and effort into. Let's see what else. Proper boundaries. We have the Nine of Wands. Justice. There you are. I just feel like this is the week where you can not feel guilty about the blocks or the boundaries that you have put in place. Facing the consequences here of moving forward and realizing that this new version of you is something that you're integrating right now. So yeah, there's going to be parts here where you miss how it felt to be with this person. You miss the good old days, but the longevity of it was like overdue. It wasn't something that was growing. It was just something that was pulling in the toxicities of you both. I feel like this jealous kind of combo that had formed here. So this is way more balanced for you. All right. Let's see what Libra has to say. And I'll add my mirror mantra for you too. Auntie says, harmony doesn't mean silence. this is a week here to speak up and let balance come from honesty, not avoidance. And I feel like this speaking up has to do with speaking up to you. But if it is something here where you are still struggling with an individual where you know it's past overdue, it's time to put the boundaries up and not over explain too. But when you're facing the mirror this week, I want you to look in the mirror and say, in my reflection, I see truth. My voice creates harmony without losing myself. Without losing myself, okay? Because a part of you may feel like you lost a part of yourself in that connection. All right, let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Scorpio is now up. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. We're testing out a new morning time. Typically, I'm not on this early. I'm usually talking to my parents on Sunday mornings. But they're away this weekend, so I was going to try it and see how it was to be on earlier. I prefer to be on earlier, but we'll see. And also to give my international folks chance to chit chat and talk to, because I do have some of that as well. Oh, Barbara just added to our goal. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't realize that, and I don't know if it went to the target or not, I can't see, Nancy, if you can note it. Reminder that for the goal, I'm changing the format now. It's not for the polls. It's actually if you want an extra faded dice roll collective after our collective bonus. So if you want more or another chance, we got to hit 10, okay? 10 donations. And those individuals will be sponsoring the faded dice collective if we get it today. Totally forgot about it. Thank you, Barbara, for reminding me. I'm like, oh yeah, I set that goal up. But we're going to be doing that moving forward versus trying to do a whole different all signs. Earlier is nice. I do have the whole day. But like I said, Sunday mornings are very important to me because I usually spend it with my parents. And I have a very close relationship with them, even though we're not in the same state. But I like to spend it with them. And I've been doing that since I was a damn kid. So it's like Sunday mornings is with my parents. All right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go, Scorpio. What do you need to ask yourself this week? What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? This is about a week of action for you. Let's get it. Let's get it going. See your current feelings. Do you want to take actions this week? We'll see. Reversals will be affected by these. It's a reversal. I'm going to say no. No. Okay. You're procrastinating. Scorpio's procrastinating a little this week. I don't want to do that. I'll just break it. This reminds me of like a kid who says, I'll do the dishes, but then breaks them so they don't have to do the dishes anymore. I think that's what this page reminds me of. I'm just going to throw them all over the place. There's something feeling rushed or pushed aside, or you just don't want to deal with it. This Scorpio just does not want to deal with it. Not in a mood. I don't want to. Let's see what the external influence of the I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh. Oh. Well, look at this. Jeez Louise. You know why? Because it's not servicing you. It's servicing another. I get it. I get it. Here, I made you something, enjoy it, but you're not really enjoying it. So this week, you're making something or creating something, but it's not really bringing you joy. You're doing it for external, whether it's external approval, whether it is dealing with somebody here who's just so happy because Scorpio is always here. Are you feeling it? Welcome, Miss Abdi. Welcome back. I am on early today, and I did that specifically for the international folks. So I appreciate you being here. The integration. Gosh. Five of Swords here. People pleasing. You don't want to because you feel like you're people pleasing this week. And there's someone or a situation here that has to look a specific way. Maybe it's this individual, maybe you're catering, or maybe you're someone here who has expectations on you. But here's the thing, you don't want to. And there's some confusion here of what direction do I want? Because if this doesn't bring me happiness, where do I go? Some of you, this is a relationship. Some of you, this is with a person. Some of you, it's a creative idea. Let's see how you're responding to this. Oh boy. Something's over. Something's over. Now, some of you, if you're a creator, it could also be not creating for a particular audience anymore. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to, like, there's something about, I don't fit in here. What's the real opportunity? Self-reflect. Take care of yourself this week. You gotta do some soul searching as to what truly brings you happiness, because your question this week is, what passionate new beginning is coming into your life? And if you're feeling that something is holding you back, or you're doing something because of people pleasing, or just because it's just the way it needs to be done, it's not serving you this week. And again, with that, we're going into Virgo season, and with that retrograde energy here, we're asked here to clear out the things that aren't serving us anymore. So you got a challenging week ahead of you. There's a bigger opportunity here for you. Gosh. 10 of Wands. To realize how much you carry, to realize that you've hit your I've had enough. You're at your fill line, which is not a bad thing, because if you remember, we got a 10 here, and we got to remember here that this is a 6, 7, 8. There's something here that you've mastered. You're mastering now your level of how much you're going to take, right? Of doing things that don't longer serve you, or for other individuals, just to cater for the love, for the love of what? People pleasing, attention, being seen. What's really being asked to be born here is something brand new that lights you the hell up. Okay. Some of you, it's becoming an entrepreneur. Some of you, it's rebranding. Some of you, it's becoming single. Some of you, it's a new job. Advice. 2 of Wands. This is a time here to collect. Now, this is dissembled. The 2 of Wands here is an opportunity to go a different direction. But this is also to see what you need to carry with you and what you need to let go. And there is something in particular that you have been doing for people-pleasing needs. Oh my gosh, there's the Page of Pentacles. You got to be kidding me. Okay. There's something about handling this one with care. You have an opportunity to handle your new beginning with care and responsibility. But you have to look at what you're doing that is people-pleasing this week. The final message here for you that doesn't serve you. Okay. Scorpio, your depth can feel heavy right now, but clarity comes when you, oh my God, clarity comes when you stop carrying what isn't yours, and you're carrying something here that's not yours anymore. Okay. just in a sheer to make other people happy, and it's not working for you. Your mirror mantra this week, and this is from me: in my reflection, I see release. I return the weight that was never mine to carry. Okay. In my reflection, I see release. I return the weight that was never mine to carry. Say that to yourself in the mirror this week. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Saggy is up. It's good to see you too. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to try an earlier time to connect with some international folks. We have quite a few new subscribers on this channel, which I'm very happy to have you all here. So don't be shy. A lot of people watch the replay, but I do mix the times up a little bit just to test them out and to see how it is. I typically I prefer to go on early, to be honest, but again, I'm on early because, well, my parents are away. And I usually talk to them in the morning. And I said, all right, well, I will spend it with Harmonia. Sagittarius. We do have a goal, guys. Reminder, if we hit the goal, we will have another collective faded dice sponsored by the individuals who hit it. But we got to reach the goal. We have 9 more to go. I like the Sunday lives too. Like I said, if they're probably going to be at 11 o'clock, but this one I was able to do earlier. I prefer early. Sagittarius, what question should you be asking yourself this week? Okay. Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization? What situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization? So there's something here about your independence that's coming up this week. All right. Reversals are up. Current feelings for this week. Oh my gosh, here we go. This card is just coming up. You've hit your fill line too. You've hit your fill line too. Okay, let's see the external influence here. 8 of Wands here, reverse. No help. This is actually a week here where you're not receiving support. There's no quick actions here of relief, but let's see what it's going to integrate. The Moon reverse. Fears. Pisces energy. What situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization? This person's no help. They lied to you. You have an individual here who bails out on you consistently. All right. Says they're going to be there. Says they're going to clean it up. No, they don't. This has been an ongoing pattern for you. All right. This is something here where you're exhausted by it, but you're starting to realize this. You're having a big realization this week that you got someone in your life who promises you the world and does shit about it. They're not doing a lot about it. They don't lose sleep about it, but you do. I think because you know this person is full of crap. Let's see your response to this week. I think you've had enough. I think Sagittarius has had an. Oh my God, you've had enough. You can't lie to yourself anymore about this person's behavior Their actions and their words, they're not lining up. And they don't care. That's the part that hurts the most. They don't care. They don't wish you well. Bending over backwards for another. Some of you, it's a dead-end job. Oh my gosh. Some of you, it's a dead-end job. Here's a real opportunity. You're being used to look at this. The real prize, Sagittarius, is you this week. Aquarius energy. Someone here is using you, taking advantage of you, does not showcase appreciation to you. This has been building up. It's not just 1 week of this. It's consistently enough where you do the work, you take accountability, but that's hard in a relationship. There's a realization here that maybe you'd be better off on your own. Some of you, it's like, maybe it's better off on your own, meaning that it's time for me to run my own business. Some of you, it's self-entrepreneurship. Some of you are realizing you're a better leader. Isn't that a kicker? If I can handle this, why can't I just run my own business? Let's see what the bigger opportunity meaning is. Time to cut something out. Time to cut something out. The Page of Swords here is the energy of getting this knowledge, of reevaluating, looking upon. We'll be okay, Nancy. You're good. It's a slow crowd, so I can keep an eye on too. Advice from Spirit. 3 of Wands. There is no relief coming. There is no relief. You will consistently be put on hold with this individual, this place. Okay? Waiting for your ships to come in has to be dismantled. You are the ship. You are the ship. You are being asked to look at opportunities where you can invest your time and efforts more wisely and see what else is out there. I feel like you have way better offers or opportunities here in front of you, more than you anticipate. It may be a little bit overwhelming, but I do feel like there's something here where it's a real clear that someone here is not going to change. Sagittarius, message from anti-AI. A little discipline will take your fire farther than luck ever could. Don't rush the aim before you shoot, okay? And I feel like a little discipline here is to realize that this person isn't changing. And, you can look at your other options. Doesn't mean you have to cut something out in a sense here or like quit your job tomorrow. This is about taking the steps here to see what else is out there or what's offered here for you. Your mirror mantra this week is looking in the mirror. In my reflection, I see focus. My fire is strongest when I direct it with intention. So this is about having the intention here to focus on a bigger opportunity. All right. Let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up. I almost took the wrong cards off. Don't do that, Tanya. We need those. It's collective. All right. Capricorn. Who's got Capricorn in their chart? Capricorn, your timeless reading will be added to the vault this week. I forgot to say that for Saggy too. All right, Capricorn, you ready? Let's see what your question is for the week. What do you need to focus on? Capricorn. Page of Swords. Look at all these swords. Look at all of them. They want me to look at all that. So we have the 7 swords here, even though we have the Magician, 8, 9, 9 of swords. There's some fear here. What situation in your life requires analysis and research? Okay. Ooh, I feel like this Capricorn feels like they're new at something, and there's fear here about training, education, certification. Some of you feel like you're too old to start something new or too old to go back to school, but others of you feel like you got schooled or played by another. Could be that too. Let's see what your current feelings are here for the week ahead. 7 of Pentacles here, reverse. This is like it feels overwhelming to do the work. Like, oh, that's a lot to do. Like, that's a lot to do. That's a lot to nurture. That's not a lot to care for. Or is that really something that will be? I don't know. I feel very overwhelmed. All right, let's see the external influences of why you're overwhelmed. Because Leo energy. Because there's something that you're really good at doing, and you're in your comfort zone, but you're bored. And there's something that was coming to life here as to how do I make this where it's serving me? And this week, you're realizing the efforts that you're doing, being considerate, or I don't know, it's just everything seems, they're showing me the movie Pleasantville. You know where everything like loses its color and then color is reintroduced? It's playing everything picture perfect. And the influence here is this doesn't bring me, I don't want to care for this anymore. I don't really care about this anymore. But what lights me up? What situation in your life requires analysis and research? This isn't lighting you up anymore. You can't lie about this anymore. You can't. No, could be dealing with a specific person that makes you feel that way. But this is something here where I feel with your energy, the King of Pentacles is hitting something that's comfortable that you don't feel that great about anymore. This could be a stale marriage as well. This is someone here who's like this. We just got comfortable. Like there's just something here where the growth is just not the same. Oh, I'm pretending I'm happy. Are you really? You can't fake this anymore. You're bored. There's boredom this week. Hey, honey, I'm home is not, I don't feel like doing that. I feel exhausted. I feel like something's heavy here. And I feel like if this is a relationship, this is something here where you just don't feel checked in. You feel checked out. Routine is really boring for you this week. And there's a particular task where maybe you need to change it up, but let's see your response to this. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Asking for some help, assistance. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this is your response. So this is something that's innovative. This is something here that lights you up, but this is something here that someone's got to change. And I feel like you're going to say either to someone or a situation, something needs to change. Or some of you may be saying, I think I want to try something new. I don't like this approach. What's the real opportunity for you with this? Oh, to have the courage to do this. Now, this is to put some elbow grease in this. You got Leo energy. Complacent. If this is a job situation, it's like, this needs to change. I'm not your mommy or I'm not your daddy, and everything has to be like, you need to clean up after yourself. You're a damn adult. Like, you can feel that kind of energy. This could be a relationship here too, but I also feel that you are having the courage here to wipe something that's dirty and taking a new approach to it. All right. Capricorn is getting a little bit tough here. Two of Swords. Yeah. Because it has left them undecided if they want to enjoy this or to stay in it. The Three of Swords here is that there's got to be a change here. What situation in your require? So you're desiring a change, but it's also forefront of asking for a change. So that's what's really happening here. And it's uncertainty of where this is going, but you can't deny this anymore. The Two of Swords is a card of denial. Advice for you. Justice. Ask for balance. Can't make this up. Libra energy here. The verdict has been decided. You're requesting a change, you're requesting help, or you have to look at other things that make you happy. Look at this, 9 of Cups. That's all about happiness, fulfillment. Can't make that up either. What truly lights you up, okay? But there's also where I feel a little bit used and abused in that level. Capricorn, your message from Auntie is every step counts. Don't underestimate the power of tending to the smallest task with integrity. And I feel like the smallest task here is the comfort zone here, pretending everything's okay. It's not. Your mirror mantra here from me this week is, in my reflection, I see progress. Every step I take builds the mountain I climb. Just one step at a time here for you, Capricorn. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, what question should you be asking yourself this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Hangman. What situation in your life do you need to look at from a different perspective? This is hard for an Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, all they do is look for different perspectives. They overthink like a mofo. I don't know how else to describe it here. But the Hangman is you sacrifice yourself to take a pause. And you're being asked here to pause this week to look at something differently. And you may roll your eyes at me saying that, but I do feel like you're going to get illuminated in some way this week. It's like, whoa. Let's see your current feelings. Current feelings for the week ahead. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, this is a card here of establishment, nurturing, provider, money, stability, home. I mean, the King of Pentacles is doing good. Family man, right? Balanced. External influences here. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles. It's interesting. I said, look at the amount of pentacles on here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 of Pentacles. This is about togetherness. This is about unity, collaboration. What's the integration of this? Oh, the 8 of Swords here reversed. How you work together with others. It's being challenged this week. See, this is a person who knows their sovereignty here, but cares. But there's another individual here who does things differently than you. They just do. Okay. And that might make an Aquarius like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way? Okay. But you're being asked here to sit back, shut up, and let this individual here tend to something. Step in. How you're responding to this? Oh, God. Two of Wands. Oh, boy. It's going to be hard for you because Aquarius this week has to step back and let somebody else here take control. And they may not like that. I don't know if it's someone here who's helping you out. You know, I feel like you're kicking back here, but also this could be something that maybe you're training someone this week, or if there is someone here that you are in going different directions, it's wanting to step in and chase, like, hey, how you doing? Let's see how this relationship's going. But there's something here where there's another individual who's doing things at a different pace than you. You can't control this scenario. You can't. There's free will involved. Whether this person is helping you or working on themselves. The Two of Wands here is the direction to do something differently. This is gonna be hard for this Aquarius because the Hermit with Virgo energy could be dealing with a Virgo. You have someone here who you don't know what's going on. Some of you are in separation from this individual, but others of you, if this is someone here who's just doing something their own way, they're like, I feel like they're very methodical about it, but they don't tell everything. You don't need to know everything, the ins and outs, okay? But they too are isolating themselves from you. So it's like you may take this personally. Maybe you've been taking this personally, like, why won't they ask for help? Or I wonder why they don't ask for my opinion. Well, it's not that your opinion doesn't matter, but there's something in your head where you feel like your opinion needs to matter because you want to prove something that you are good enough. Oh, I got that. Dang. The bigger meaning of this, Ace of Pentacles. You are good enough. And here's an opportunity here for you as well. Of value, of worth. Know your worth. And if this is an individual here who is trying to handle themselves with care, they may be trying to get to know their worth. Advice for you this week. It's time to sit back, kick back, and rest. All right. We have the Four of Swords here, which is separation, breathing room, rest your mind. Don't focus so much on what a person's doing task-wise here. It's time to focus the task here on you, whether it's your healing, to your worth. It's not to chase. It's just to take a pause here to reflect and see a different side of the story and not take it personally. It's going to be hard for this Aquarius this week not to take it personally here because we got the Hierophant, all right? Taurus energy, a lot of earth energy that's meeting this Aquarius. You may have earth in your chart, but there's an opportunity here to realize different belief systems are in place and free will. But each has its point. And I feel like this person here mirrors some insecurities into you, or the situation does. And the same thing is happening with them, as you have to understand they have their insecurities or belief systems too. Sometimes you just have completely different belief systems that are coming in place. Aquarius, Auntie's message for you is your vision is clear, but it's the daily ritual that will root it into reality. Start with one grounded action. And I feel like the one grounded action or opportunity here is to rest. You have the grounded option here this week here to rest your mind and put your time and energy in something that's worth it. Okay. Your mirror mantra this week from me is, in my reflection, say this to yourself in the mirror. In my reflection, I see vision. My ideas become real when I honor them with action. So take the actions here to rest your mind this week and pull away from the energy of why someone's doing something a particular way. All right. That's what I got. We're going to move on to Pisces. Welcome back, D'Amore. Good to see you. Reminder, guys, if we hit our goal, we will get an extra collective bonus today. So I think we need 9 more. So far, Barbara has sponsored. Which I appreciate. Just make sure you're hitting the target goal on YouTube. You have to hit the little target. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you. What question do you need to ask yourself, Pisces? Two of Pentacles. What decision in your life are you ready to make? Putting time and effort into this. 1, 2, 3. You're ready to collaborate. You're ready to work with. Are you? Are you ready to play nice? Let's see what the current emotions are. Welcome, Isis. Welcome back. Knight of Swords here, reverse. You're not so much ready to make nice. You're ready to cut something out. What decision in your life are you ready to make? Wow. There's no more self-doubt in this. Let's see what the external influence is. Virgo was first, Isis, just so you know, if you want to go back to the collective. Queen of Cups here, reversed. Could be dealing with a fellow water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is an external influence. This could also be a version of you that you feel is manipulating the new version. Self-sabotage. Okay. Cut it out. Cut it out. Enough is enough. There is somebody here who is toxic. Some of you, this is a vice that you are dealing with. All right. Now, I see the Queen of Cups also as a drinker, but there's something here where it could have been heavy drinking. Not saying you're, doing a lot of heavy drinking, but there's something here where it's like it's not healthy. It's manipulative. It's a coping mechanism, and it makes you feel irritable. And something's at a close. You're wrapping something up this week. You're cutting somebody out, or you're cutting an old habit out, or you're cutting a situation out, because this isn't going to help your travels, your new beginning. Your response to this week. Angry, but not impossible. You're pulling in fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is, I've had enough. Now, sometimes we have the anger charge to allow us to have motivation, which is great. But then we have to realize that motivation will burn out if we don't find a way to process it and see what we truly desire and want with that emotion. So I feel irritable, angry, but at the same time, very quick on trying to clean up something quickly. So this is someone here who's going cold turkey. Okay. You're moving something cold turkey, or you made a decision, you just block. You're doing something here where it's like pissed off enough that it's stopping you from having a new start that doesn't feel good. You may be motivated, because I call the Queen of Wands when she's reversed my Taylor Swift, where you could use all of the pain, the trauma, all of that, and make it into something beautiful, like a song that becomes a #1 hit. But I feel like this Pisces has had enough of their own sob stories, or an individual playing a sob story to you, that it's like, I can never be enough. I can never be enough. This is for a Pisces who's going, but I am enough. I am enough. Three of Swords. It's heartbreak. It still hurts. Eight of Swords here, reverse. I feel that there's pain this week when it comes to your heart chakra. I feel that the doubts here is a not enough wound coming up for Pisces, but you are enough. 100% you are. But just watch on creating anything because you're heartbroken. You may need some time here to rest. Remember, it says, what decision in your life are you ready to make? And I feel like there's something that you might rush and regret, but we're going to see what the cards say. I'm just going to let the cards talk. Your advice here. Just your regret. Look, 9 of Pentacles. This is about your sovereignty. This is about your independence. And this is dissembled. They're not all put together yet. So this is an independent way of thinking. This is also realizing that you may be on your own. But it's about your stability. Look at that. The Lovers. You have a choice. You have a big choice when it comes to ending a connection that no longer serves you, or vice or a version of you that you may be angry at, but it's to make peace with it. But at the same time, realize that it is stopping you from really enjoying your new beginning. This is someone here who's trying to prove that they can have it all. And it's like, but you are enough and you do have it all. I just keep hearing you do have it all. So you don't have to prove anything. You know, sometimes the hardest thing is to realize that we, are trying to prove to ourselves that we can do it. All right, Pisces. Auntie's messages. Dreams need containers this week. Give your inspiration a plan, even a simple one, and watch it take form. Okay. So there's something here about taking your time on making the plan. Don't rush on this, because there's a desire here to rush something to prove a point that you're healed, that you're not heartbroken, that you're not hurt, but you are. So do something simple this week here to create that in for yourself. The mirror mantra here for you that you are to say to yourself in the mirror this week. In my reflection, I see form. My dreams deserve the vessel that carries them forward. My dream deserves the vessel I carry me forward. The vessel right now this week is anger, but there's something here that's asking you to utilize that anger in something that's ambitious, but not to try to prove to the world that you're healed. This is to just set the foundation here of integrating this new version of you. It's played its course. This person has played its course. You have played its course. We're being collectively hit with that this week. And just a reminder, we're still got in the tail ends of the retrograde too. All right, and that's what I have for Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment if you're watching the replay, and we're going to move on to Aries. No, Leo is not first. Leo is last now. We're in Virgo season. I kicked Leo out. Even though you have a couple of days, it's for the week's energy. So Leo is last in line now. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries. Question you should be asking yourself this week. What are you passionate and motivated about in your life? Okay. Well, this isn't just taking a storm. This is about movement and going after your desires this week. See your current feelings towards this. The Knight of Wands is also one that really puts it all in and can burn themselves out real quick. Oh, the Six of Pentacles here reverse. Be careful of that. You may be very gung-ho this week to get it done or get over something real quick. There's the little devil in you. All right. Cookies. All right. But if you eat all those cookies, you're going to get an upset stomach. So don't lie to yourself that like, oh, I can do it. It's like, be very practical this week because there's something in specific that you want to do it all, or I'll just do it all. Okay. This is weight loss. It's like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds by the end of the week, not eat. All right. Four Swords. Self-care, a break. Some of you, this is a week here where you're realizing you need a break, that something needs to change. Old habits. The external influence here is you need some self-care. Yeah, the Nine of Swords, though. This is the kicker. This is going to be uncomfortable for Aries this week because there's something that is unhealthy that you're very well aware of this week that is not balanced. You may not give enough time and energy for yourself, or there's a vice in you that you have been ignoring. And it's hard to do it now because we're getting to that Virgo season and it's asking us to check things off and to purge and to take care of ourselves. And some of you, it is weight, but there's also this fear of I'll never lose it or I'll never be able to accomplish it. But it takes discipline. It takes consistency. The Knight of Wands is someone who's gung-ho, who starts something. They just keep making me use diet as an example. It's gung-ho about starting something real quick on the step of the foot, and then they fall off the wagon. And that may be something that you have consistently done before, where you're gung-ho this week, starting something, and then you realize, oh, that's not the healthy way to do it. Your response to this? Seven of Wands, being a little defensive, because you're an individual here. Once you get started or do something or make up your mind, you're gung-ho about it. Okay. Hyper independency kicks in. Defensive. I'll do it my way. No, this is how I do it. I want to get there easier. I wanted to get there quicker. What's the real opportunity asking for you this week underneath that Four Swords? King of Cups. Ooh. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could have that in your chart. But I want to say this. This is someone here who's very loving, compassionate, intuitive, and has a big heart. And you're being asked this week to be more compassionate to yourself. It's okay, Nancy. The bigger meaning for you this week. Ooh, 3 of Cups here, reverse. That there are certain situations or people that no longer serve you. And you are realizing that you don't have the support, or you maybe been pushing the support away because you feel you can do it on your own. But this is someone here who's realizing that maybe they need to get support or feel supported for the accountability portion. You don't have to be isolated, is where Spirit's getting at. Cleaning up of ice this week. And it's not like clearing house right away. It's really looking at all of the parts and dissecting it, even your shadow self. And if this is a relationship that you know is toxic for you, Aries, could be dealing with a Capricorn. It's to see the reflection of how it serves you and what doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah. All about your worth. What does the Empress do? Cares, nurtures, Taurus, Libra energy. But they care about all of the pieces. They care. They're all four queens in one. They're open to receive help. They're open to receive assistance. They're open here to also set boundaries that are right because they care. Like if you think of the Empress, especially on the Rider-Waite deck, she's pregnant. And so she's nesting. She's the energy very protective of the womb. So there's something here where whatever new beginning that you have to remember you got to protect, do what you have to do to protect yourself at all costs, but not have to rush it to the point where you know it's going to burn you out too. So pull in that Empress energy, the worth, what you're open to receive. Aries, Auntie's message to you this week is your spark is alive, but you can't make this up. Your spark is alive, but don't burn out by scattering it. One focused flame is worth more than 10 sparks. Okay. Be careful of burnout or trying to prove yourself to another. Your mirror mantra this week from me, when you face the mirror, say, in my reflection, I see fire. My flame shines brightest when I tend it with care. When I tend it with care. Don't be careless this week. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Thanks, guys, for joining the live. And for those of you who are jumping in and are new, say hello. Let me know that you're here. We've got quite a few people on. It's probably watching the replay. But reminder to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And if you are on YouTube, you can scroll back and just look for the banner right now. I'll post the timestamps after the live. And a reminder that we are doing a goal today. If we reach the goal today, then I will do another bonus collective. So I'm already doing a bonus collective at the end with the faded dice, but I'll do another one if I meet that goal. So that's up to you guys. Welcome back. I'm going to mess this up. Is it Laia? Hopefully I got it right. It's the font. I always have a problem with the font. Or is it Leah? Could be Leah. You'll let me know. Just gonna start calling you Ya. Welcome, Ya. That's right, it's Leah. Which is interesting because I spell my name Lee. Lee. People say Leah because it's Lea, but it's Lee. It's pronounced Lee. That's my parents, They're German. So the Europeans know how to pronounce my name right. But in the States, they don't know how to say Leah. They say Leah. And I'm like, no, it's Lee. Well, welcome back, Leah. I just have to remember it's the name that I have that's not saying it right. I've been so consistent. Spirit's being consistent. Taurus, let's see what question you should be asking yourself this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 10 of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing forth completion and total happiness? What lights you up when it comes to your group? Togetherness. It's a really positive card. That could be family. That could be friends. That could be community. Lean on your tribe. Current feelings this week. 6 of Cups here reversed. Oh. Well, it's hard to lean on your tribe when you're not happy. Oh boy. I think lemonade, but you know, there's somebody sour. There's somebody sour. This could be a family member. This could be a soulmate. It's bitter. Taurus, you're dealing with a bitter individual here. 2 of Swords. What's the integration here of this? Ooh. This is somebody here you care for deeply. That feels like home for you. But it's going to be very I mean, this is going to hurt. The truth hurts. Taurus, somebody here is going to tell you the truth about how they really feel. And I think it's going to make you put your cup down and go, what? They're showing me the scene with Mommy Dearest when, you know, she's like, no more wire hangers. She's screaming, right? And then her daughter is like, you know, she's trying to get her to clean the bathroom and everything. And there's like she's got all the stuff on top of her, but she's just sitting there after her mom has her tantrum. And just goes, Jesus Christ. I feel like you're watching somebody here have a tantrum. And they're being influenced. They're doing it. They're doing it for something shallow. Let's see how you're responding to this. God. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be dealing with a water sign. This person is doing something so damn shallow this week, Taurus, for looking good or looking apart. And they don't care if it hurts you. What's the real opportunity for you? Two of Wands here, reverse. Interesting that we have the 2 here and 2 here. See, cleaning house. It will give you official acknowledgement that somebody here is going a different direction or you don't see eye to eye with anymore. The bigger meaning, 4 of Pentacles. Ooh. This person is going after your foundation. The truth hurts is because you're able to hold on and be the foundation or the one who takes the sucker punches. Is that the right thing to do? No. But you're being asked here to be responsible for your foundation. So you see how it's like she's holding on to the cover here of the fine china? This individual thinks that they have access to the fine china, the fine energies here of Taurus. And there's something here about closing that door now. Okay. Not everybody means well who's in your circle or who's left your circle. Doesn't matter how strong the bond is, but it's almost like, you know what? I'm realizing that this lemonade is turning into alcohol and I feel like I'm getting alcohol poisoning. Okay. It feels like, you know what? I don't think I want this to drink anymore. This person doesn't mean well. No. Okay. This is about you focusing on your happiness. Somebody here may be jealous. Somebody may be doing something just to be in the spotlight, to get certain attention, to look a certain part. And the clarity is you don't need that. The Leo energy here and the Emperor is taking charge and authority. Okay. The Emperor also makes really hard decisions with that Aries energy. Really hard decisions, you know, like doesn't have to necessarily react, but is also can say something as like, okay, you're going to treat me that way. Then I'll give the truth here too. I'm going to take my foundation back. You're not invited. Right? You might be uninviting somebody to the next holiday dinner. I don't know, but you're taking your power back. That's what I got for Taurus. Taurus, your message here from Auntie is you don't have to buy peace. You can create it by slowing down and keeping what's truly useful. And I do feel like there's something here where you're keeping it used for you. Okay. Your mirror mantra this week from me is face yourself in the mirror and say, in my reflection, I see peace. I create comfort by honoring what I truly need. It's about your needs right now and realizing that an individual here is trying to sucker punch you to get a reaction of some sort. Also look good for their well-being. All right. Gemini. We have Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and we are getting closer to the bonus collective. Reminder, if we reach our bonus collective goal on YouTube, if you hit the target and we reach that, then I will have another bonus collective reading right after the one. And we'll do 2, and it will be sponsored by those individuals. Leah, enjoy your time. Catch the replay later. Enjoy your family time. All right, Gemini. Gemini is in the house. Who's got Gemini in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gems. Here we go. Gemini, what question should you be asking yourself this week? Ooh, we have the 4 of Wands. What situation in your life is bringing you the stability you seek? What situation is bringing you stability? So there is something that is bringing you stability this week, but it's asking you to focus on that. Okay. There might be something here that is affecting that. Let's see what your current feelings are for the week. I'm pulling this card. It kind of went out on its own. Oh, I pulled the wrong cards. Well, you know that happens for a reason. That means these cards are going to be used for your advice. We're going to be using the assembled cards. There's a reason for that. Something is breaking apart for you. We got the Queen of Swords here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You're hurt. But see, here's the thing. The Queen of Swords, when she's reversed, she is very blunt and honest, but is not in an aggressive way. It just just very blunt, so they can kind of come off as bitchy, that they're hurt. That's your energy. Let's see what's influencing you. I feel like you're deflecting something or setting a boundary. Eight of Wands here, reverse. Someone's cutting you off. Someone's not talking to you. They're also not telling you the truth of why they're not talking to you or why they've gone quiet. This could be a family matter. This person could feel like family or home to you, or at one point did. But this is something here where it's like, I'm like, where are you? Like, why aren't you talking to me? Integration here, Eight of Cups. Somebody here is going to be stepping out or going very quiet on you this week. What situation in your life is bringing you the stability you seek? You may be hurt by this because this is a person you lean on. And if you don't lean on this individual, it's just this energy here of asking yourself why you're chasing it. How you're going to be responding to this? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. This is someone here who's committed. This is someone here who's dedicated. But when somebody's not committed to be there or connect, it's like, well, why should I put effort into it? Okay, you want to go silent on me? I guess I'm going silent on you. Am I happy about it? No. I feel like something's off. I feel like, how are we going to fix this if you're not telling me what's up? What's the real opportunity for you? Gosh, the Six of Cups here, reverse. There's that house again. Do you see that? You're not going to hear from this person this week, or this person here is going to go quiet on you this week. Now, the opportunity here is to focus on you. The bigger meaning, the Queen of Pentacles here reversed. Somebody is choosing to put themselves first this week. And this is a week here where you're being asked here to also put yourself first, but it's not like, I feel like it's not with this person. And this is somebody here you typically are with, but this individual is going quiet of why they are self-reflecting, soul searching. They may come off as like, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this person may be working they might be really focused on their finances. They might be really like just self-absorbed, but it might come off as conceited. But there's just something this week where it's like, it's complete opposite, because you would never treat this person like this. So you're angry about it, but in a passive way. And this week, this instability here is like, well, you know, I would never do that to you or treat you that way. We would talk about it, but you're starting to realize this person does that differently. What advice do we have for you? No reversals on this advice using these. I flipped the cards, but something's being broken down. I feel like this person's mirroring back to you what you need to focus on. Look, the Emperor, Aries energy here for preparation. The Emperor prepares, canned food and all. Okay. It's all 4 kings in one. Aries energy heavily is coming up. Power of authority. 9 of swords. All right. This is about catering to your fears and allowing yourself room to breathe and take stock right now of what is healthy for you. This person is mirroring back to you what you should be focusing on. And I feel for a lot of you, it's more about wanting to focus on the connection, or it's like, why aren't you here for me? And it's like, oh, no, you can't be that way. This is a week here where you're pulling in the authority here to bring it back to you and to face those fears that something psycho is going on or going to be wrong, and not necessarily think ill will, because we're in this energy here of manifesting. Remember, this is not going to serve you if you're manifesting something here where it's the opposite. This is a level here of facing it, facing the fears. Okay. But what you're facing here is taking charge that not everything is about you doing something wrong, why this individual is blocking you. It's to mirror back to you what you should be focusing on, which is yourself. All right, Gemini, the message here from Auntie is simplify your words this week. Okay. Watch it with your cutting words. Clarity is power, and the right message will land without extra layers. Okay. So it's almost like if you ask somebody if something's wrong and they're not saying something, just let it be, let it go. You ask simply, and now it's to focus it back on you. When you face the mirror this week, state to yourself, in my reflection, I see clarity. My words carry truth when I let them be simple. So you don't have to over-explain yourself or not talk at all. You can bring it up of how it makes you feel, but you got to detach from your emotions of blame. Okay. So just be wary of that. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Elizabeth, welcome back. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what question you should be asking yourself this week. Oh, we got the Empress energy, Taurus and Libra. What is growing and evolving in my life that needs my attention? Okay, so something needs your attention this week. All 4 queens in one. She's open to receive, but she's a powerhouse, okay, of self-worth and knowing, having that inner knowing. Current feelings for this week, Cancer. Oh, we have the King of Swords here reverse. Interesting, because in Gemini, we got the Queen of Swords reversed. And in this one, we are now level here of the King, who's also very irritable right now. All right, let's see why you're irritable. You know what? Look at this shish kebab. How is he supposed to cook that shish kebab in that barbecue? So there's something about the tools that you have this week that you're like, this is impossible. Impossible. We're not on the bonus train just yet. We still have Leo. Corbels, I'm ready. Ace of Wands. Oh, you feel like you have an impossible task this week. Impossible. That's not possible. Why would you give me this? I don't need a duster. There's something that you are that is being handed to you. And you think of the Ace of Wands, you think of the baton. and it's handed to you and you run with it and you're like, this is an impossible sprint. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? What is growing and evolving in my life that needs my attention? What's growing and evolving this life here is something that feels impossible. Oh, well, there you are. I'm not going to say you're being a crybaby about it, but it feels this intense amount of emotions coming up where you could be irritable, angry, annoyed, but what that has just been handed to you, because no matter what you do, it looks huge. It's like an opportunity to look at something that looks impossible to you this week. And looking at the emotions that come up and regulating those emotions that come up. Because let's see how your response is going to be. The Magician reversed. Okay, controlling. You want something brand new and shining. It doesn't have to necessarily be, looks like a washing machine here, but this is someone here who's trying to control the narrative with what is given. All right. This could be, watch yourself when you say to yourself this week, that's impossible, or woe is me, or I don't have enough, or like, I'm giving these opportunities here and this looks like an impossible task, or this looks like an impossible expense, or this is going to be impossible to fix. You could have different, it could also be individuals' free will that is also involved in this. Different opinions. Seven of Swords here is hidden. So here's the thing. You are in the midst of trust. This is a huge faith week for Cancer. You have to believe in the possible. Believe. Bigger opportunity here for you this week. Page of Swords. Cut it out. Observe the opportunities or the tools that are handed to you. Okay. The King of Swords is extremely logical and looks at things from a strategic point of view. Yeah, you're probably going to be irritable about this, but you might have to cut things down into steps. All right. Yeah, that's a shish kebab. How is it going to fit in here? Well, you're going to have to make something a little less. You might have to use the fork instead of taking it on, so it's not so impossible, so that you give an opportunity here going, okay, well, I can cook it. I'm getting an opportunity. I can do it. It's just going to take more steps. So it's about breaking it down this week. This is a shocker, but here's the thing. You got the Tower here, which is this Jello mold. I never really was fond of Jello, but there's this energy here that this week that you get to face something that looks impossible, whether it's rejection, whether it is something here that is not, that you feel this energy here of a gut reaction of defeat. You're being asked here to observe what you were stating and what you were seeing, and realizing that you're not going to see every move. And then when the universe comes in, it is clearing it for you. It is working for you. And it may not look like it's happening in your way this week. Nancy's like, I detest Jello. I do too. Things to consider for this week. No reversals in the assemble deck. Two of Cups. Five of Wands. Look at this. Whew. I'm feeling for my Cancers this week. Something feels oversaturated. Something feels impossible, but you're asked here not to do it alone. You're asked here not to do it alone. Okay. There is a partnership or an individual in your life where I feel two will be able to figure this out together. If you are dealing with an impossible person, know that the competition there's no point of proving with this individual. You're being asked here to be aligned with an individual who helps you get to where you need to be. Okay. Ask for help, ask for the assistance, and watch how it comes formed. And for those of you who say, I don't have that, there's something here where you're being asked to look on why you don't have that. Have you been open enough to look at it? What message here is for you, Cancer? Auntie says, your care runs deep, but not every burden belongs to you. Protect your energy by choosing when to open the shell. Oh my gosh. And ask for help. Ask for assistance. And if something feels impossible, break it down. So if you're asking for assistance, it might be alone. It might be something here where you get some accountability on there. Your mirror mantra for this week is, in my reflection, I see boundaries. My love is strongest when I choose where to give it. Where are you giving that love? Where are you giving that love? All right. Now we are on our final zodiac read. Corbell was starting way earlier, but that's cool. We're going to start the bonus train. So if you are new to this channel and like, what is the bonus train? Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, this is where you comment bonus. Make sure that you are and following the page, liking the video, because all of that helps the algorithm, but also solidifies your energy into the bonus reading so that this reading may be for you. All right. So go ahead, start commenting bonus. And a reminder, we'll do an extra bonus if we're getting to the tail end. So if we don't meet the extra bonus, there's no extra bonus. So if we don't meet our goal, that's cool. We just don't get an extra bonus. But if you want to sponsor it, you most certainly can. Where my lions at? Leo, we didn't forget about you, Leo. Oh, it is closed. It may be done. I may have run out of time. That's why, Isis. Tis good. Next time. Next time. Leo, what question should you be asking yourself? King of Wands energy. Well, that's you, Leo. We also have Sagittarius and Aries here, but it says, what ideas are you ready to implement with others? Oh, working with others. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Leos are kind of independent, though. Leo, current feelings for this week? Unfulfilled. Jeez Louise. You don't want to work. I feel very hyper independent. I also feel like not wanting to work with others or not wanting to work it out. Very depleted. You can't lie about this anymore. Yeah, the external influences here, Capricorn. Lies exposed. Lies exposed. I just feel like you're seeing an ugly side of an individual that you don't want to work with anymore. It's like, how could I have liked that? Do you know how, like, this could also be, do you ever look like an old relationship and you think about the old version of you of what they accepted and then going like, how did I not see that? You know, when the rose colored glasses come off, it's like, ugh. Like, what was I thinking? Like, really? I got spam? I'm not a big fan of spam, but you know, like there's just something here about a dumpster fire. External influence here is you don't want to drink this anymore. You don't want this anymore. It's toxic. Yeah, this isn't your favorite. This isn't your favorite pie anymore. You might have loved this. You might have loved this at one point. You may have loved this relationship at one point. You may have loved this job at one point. You may have loved doing something so passionately, but it's not your cup of tea anymore. And you might have doted over this. Oh, and now you're realizing, ugh. Some of you feel used up. I'm done. This Leo's going this week. I'm done. Strength here reversed. You can't ignore this anymore. You don't want to clean it up. You can't wash away the ick. And if you try to use an SOS pad on glass, it marks. There's nothing here to like clean it up anymore. You've had enough. The real opportunity here for you, 8 of Pentacles. Well, change your focus. It's to change your focus, to change your intention here. This is the only card that is upright right now. Listen. Work with others. You're going a different direction this week, and you're being asked here to start putting yourself out there in a different way. If this is a job, this is you starting to look for a new job. If this is a relationship, this is you starting to realize what it means to have a really healthy relationship. And maybe some of you are taking a time out this week to be with family or friends or a vacation of some sort. But it's like you are stepping out of the picture this week of the situation or this person. Message here from Spirit for you. No reversals, Leo. Page of Pentacles. There you go. There's an opportunity here to realize your worth. And this is not where you want to put your time and effort in anymore. Maybe at one point, not this week. There's a lot of signs getting that this week. Okay. A lot of signs. You're taking a break. You're separating yourself. Okay. This is about resting, rejuvenation, some heartbreak, but it's just not your cup of tea anymore. It's not something you want to focus your time and energy in anymore. Okay. And whatever this attention that you received where you want to fake it or be happy, you're realizing you don't want that kind of attention anymore. So even if you're getting doted on, it's like, this isn't what I want. They just don't want it. All right. Leo. Oh, great. Leo, Auntie's message is the spotlight's still on you, but let Virgo season refine your roar into purpose. Shine with intention, not just volume. Okay. So yeah, I think you're being,
loud, but the intention here is to start separating yourself. Okay. Maybe it's putting your vacation time in this week if it's work. Maybe it's telling a person here that you need some time to think about something here and you're going to go hang out with family or friends or do something for you. But it's taking a moment for soul searching. So I feel like a hermit energy coming in your place. Okay. Your mirror mantra for this week from me. Face yourself in the mirror. In my reflection, state this to yourself. In my reflection, I see light. My shine carries meaning when I direct it with my heart space. Leo, it's all about your heart space. What is your true intention here? Really sit with your heart space this week. All right. We got the bonus. We got the collective bonus. And thank you for those of you who commented collective bonus. I do appreciate you. All right. Everybody here still for bonus? Who's still here? Who's watching the live right now? Let me see who's still present. And reminder too, guys, if you're at home watching the replay, you most certainly can still comment bonus to put your energy in there. Hopefully one of my moderators are here still. Barb or Nancy. Sherry's. I'll give them a minute to see if they're still here because I'm going to need their help. If not, I'm going to volunteer one of the people who are still here. So Barb or Nancy, if you're here, let me know. Want to remind you guys, we still have the giveaway going on very strongly here over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. There's only a few entries left, but as soon as you join Harmonia Friends, go into the vault, look for the Dragon's Lair giveaway, which is a giveaway that I do each month. Actually, Isis, who's on here, came up with this theme for us. She's a Harmonia Friends Club member. So there's all different kind of goodies here in a $100 value. Over, actually, to be honest, because I get a little excited over these things. So we have the Dragon Path Oracle deck here. This really cool USB crystal, like with a dragon in it, and it changes lights. I love the USB lights. I'm obsessed with them. I have them all over my house. Not the particular dragon one, but I like to use it with the crystals, as you can see here. There's dragon's blood incense as well that you can burn, and a tea light, but also some mystery stuff that you will get when you open up the package. So this giveaway is ending soon because we're getting the tail end. So the next live, we will be posting the winner for the next live for a weekly forecast. Okay. Reminder too that we have a poll for Wednesday going on. If you have not participated in the poll, well, then you don't get to choose what the topic is for Wednesday's live. Right now, it's going strong right now for singles in love, but there are other readings out here too that are not focused on love. So this would be your chance here to put your vote in. Make sure you are visiting the post tab in community on YouTube to put your vote in. All right. So that you can have that in place. All right. We're going to get started here. And like I said, with that giveaway, you can become a member, whether you become a member for the Fool's Journey or if you're just the Seeker's Circle, that's fine. The Seeker Circle is more for just the readings. The Fool's Journey is a more deeper supportive group that you can join, where it's not just the exclusive readings and the mid-month check-ins. It's the intimate spiritual guidance. So that space is designed not just for the seekers, but for individuals who really want to do that deeper dive into their self-exploration, such as light path workers, or who feel called to help others as well. So the Fool's Journey, reminder, and even in the Seeker's Circle, is non-judgmental. It's a very supportive group. We help anchor one another. You can see a lot of individuals here who are actually on this live are actually members as well. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, Barbara, you're still here? Fantastic. I have a job for you. We're getting here with the Zodiac reads. So when the Zodiacs come in, what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the dice and I'm going to tell you what Zodiac signs are here. And if you can write it down in the chat once we're all done, because I always forget. All right, let's see what zodiac signs are here energetically. We have Gemini. Gemini is in the house. Gemini energy is air. Please keep in mind with the Geminis that there's duality informed here. So a lot of amplified energy. We have also water element here of Pisces. So if you have Pisces in your chart, Pisces is here, another intuitive soul. I like to call Pisces the dreamers. We have, you know what, I'm going to roll this one more time because it didn't really roll, and these are big. We have Pisces again. It just is what it is. Pisces wants to come out again. We have Taurus. The bulls are here. God, man, this just keeps going on Pisces. Just strong dreamer energy. So you don't have to have Pisces in your chart, but, oh, and we have Leo. So Leo, Pisces, and Gemini energy came up strongly in this one. All right. Collective. Oh, and Taurus. Thank you, Isis. Forgot. See how easily I forget. So it was Pisces, Taurus, and Gemini energy that came in real strongly. Pisces came out twice. This is what it is. Actually, more than twice. Eight of Cups, collective. What situation in your life do you need to walk away from and emotionally disconnect? Oh boy. There's that water energy here. You know, I feel like because we got so much Pisces energy, and this is not just for Pisces, but you think of them as the dreamers, they're very artistic, but there's something here about fantasy. There's something here about illusions. And Leo. And Leo. Leo's here too. Jeez Louise. Thanks, Isis. See, this is what I'm so used to having my moderators help out for that. Current feelings. Oh, man. Five of Pentacles here, reverse. Illusions. So you're in the process here of recovering. Let's see what the external influence here is. Yeah, Three of Swords. You're heartbroken. This is a week of recovering for sure. You can't hide it. There's no illusion about it. This is for my collective who's heartbroken right now or going through some grief. And thank you, Isis, for writing them all down for me. Okay. This is like immense amount of grief. Let's see what's being integrated here. The Knight of Swords here, reverse. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Minus that is some insecurities. Self-doubt. I feel this energy of not being able to, it's okay. I'll take it off so don't feel so like I spelled something wrong. You have it all on screen. There's some news that you're receiving this week that is disturbing your rest, but you're obviously realizing you're not over it. So you're either not over a person or you're not over how much this hurts. No, you're not spelling Pisces wrong. It's spelled right. The Fool here reversed. Buyer's remorse. I wish I never got involved with this person. I wish I never did. I wish I just never hit this. I wish I never bought that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They came out together. I'm going to keep them together. Two of Cups. I wish I never got involved. I wish I never, and for some of you, it is buyer's remorse. It's like, I knew that was a bad deal, but I took it anyway. This is someone here who feels guilty for getting involved with someone or something that just did not serve them. So they're getting something this week of news that they regret even getting involved with this situation or this person or this deal. The bigger meaning, 10 of Cups here reversed. It was meant to happen for you to learn a lesson. Some of you are realizing I had a coping situation here. Realize, yeah, I won't do that again. Others of you, it's like, there's a reason why I'm not involved with them now. Yeah. We have the 10 of Cups here, and you remove 2 of Cups here is the 8 of Cups. What situation in your life do you need to walk away from emotionally and disconnect? The remorse. I think it's something here where is to look at it and not saying that it wasn't it's not, you're taking accountability this week, collective, but you don't have to carry it for the rest of your life. You're recovering. So be very compassionate with yourself, with the loss. And if somebody here is talking shit about you, it's their loss because you already know how much you've given. Yeah. On the bonus, we're allowed to go a little further, so we will. Page of Swords. This was for you to reevaluate this. And you think about it, she kind of looks like the Hanged Man, or in this case, the Hanged Woman. All right. You're hung up about something from the past that's coming up this week. And it's like, oh, here we go again. When am I going to get over this? When am I going to get over this? So there's just this level here of like not needing to do it. It's this reevaluation. Yeah, the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we did get Leo. I mean, so you're cleaning something. If you're choosing not to look at anything anymore or evaluate it, this is realizing something doesn't serve you anymore. And taking charge here of your new start, your new beginning. And realizing that whatever excessiveness that you have, you're cleaning it up. Advice for you this week. Look at this. The Six of Swords isn't comfortable. It's not, but it's moving forward. It's being able to see ahead, you know? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Moving forward to different opportunities. And there may be some confusion because it's like, what do I have to, what's there for me to offer? But it's to be able to look forward, not behind you, you know, see what other options are there to face, especially if this comes to responsibility, when it comes to like accountability with work or something, like if you have buyer's remorse, because there's a couple different stories here. All right. Auntie's message for you, for the collective energy. This reminds us that it's Virgo season is about finding the sacred in the simple. Auntie says, clear a space, breathe deeply, and Allow order to become your ally rather than your cage. The clarity you seek is already in your reflection. So I feel like you're cleaning house this week, or this is something here where you're turning something off and just taking accountability for it. Okay. No need to keep looking about this or trying to figure out what went wrong. It had its course. The mirror mantra for you this week, collective, is in our reflection, we seek alignment. Each small act of care creates harmony in the whole. That's what I got for you. All right, guys, I will be seeing you on Wednesday. Don't forget to check out the poll to see you there. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have the good rest of the week.